Yeah, I think we should get started when some of the people join and we can't keep waiting. So let's get started. Hello, everyone. This is Ramya here. So today's topic for the webinar is we are doing a refresher module on reports. So there were many client and through the feedback and with our interaction, we had been requested to do a webinar on the reports module. So today we would be covering the reports module. So under reports, I would be covering three types of reports, which would be a bulk audit report. So I would show how a bulk audit report would look at the review audit module, and then the basic reports, what we have in our system, and also a premium feature of advanced report, which I would like to demonstrate, where you could see if there is a need, we can discuss further. So let's get moved on with the demonstration on the refresher training of reports. So let me come to the our login with demo server login. Let me log in to Audit 360. So the reports module for the bulk report or for the basic reports, the access are actually with the super admin and the reviewer role. All the role, whoever has been playing, or user whoever has a super admin or the reviewer role would have this module, and it would work with the cluster mapping we've been allocated to the roles. So if in case a reviewer role is been handling only one part of the complete organization, where he would be handling only one part of the location, only that data would be shown to him in whatever the reports he would be looking at. So first, let me show you how the bulk audit report would look. One thing which you all have to remember is any report to be viewed or to be downloaded, all this audits schedule which you were looking for should be in a finalized state. Only the finalized audit would have this information available. So let me take the audits from the finalized, and I will take some audit which has already been executed. So if you see, I have an audit for which has been finalized. When I go inside a particular schedule, once it has been finalized, the complete summary. See, this particular schedule which I am showing is a parent audit which has only uh, general groups attached. There is no sub audits. The parent audit which has been created with only a general group without a sub audit. Those report I would like to show you first. The report you would be available in the download report. The moment you click on the download report, the reports get downloaded. When you open this, just give me a second for to open this report. See, any report which any parent audit which has been a general group without a sub-audit configuration would have the one single sheet where the summary would be provided, and the group level, the checkpoint level details would be provided in the row level, where if there is any compliances, whatever the auditor has been opted, those information, if there is an input in the input column, the disposition being selected, all this information would be available in this report. Now let us see how a report would look if you have a parent audit which has a combination of sub audits. So let me take again the finalized audit. I have an audit called mobile test main. I'm choosing mobile test main, the audit type. Click on go. I'll choose the finalized audit, one of the audit. If you see here, this is the parent audit which has combination of sub audits. So any parent audit which has a combination of sub audit would have a list of sub audit first, and then the inside you would get the reports available. When you go inside the sub audit, even at the general group or the annexure group, you can even have a report downloaded individually, which would show in the earlier format. Otherwise, if you would want to download the report for a complete parent audit level, which is at the all the sub audit is coming in this, where you have a download bulk report. On the summary page, when you click on bulk report, the bulk reports get generated with the name of this audit type. And if you see, this report will have a different format. The first sheet would be summary sheet, all your summary level details, which is with the auditee name, what is the auditee, or who's the auditor, whether what is the status of the auditee, all those information would be available here. And the number of sub-audits which are part of this particular schedule will be listed in this sheet, and against every sub-audit, the scores would also be reflected. The total score of the particular group and as well as the achieved score will also be shown here. We also have a column called redistributed total score. So for example, if you have any group which have been created with the NA scoring of redistribution logic, there is a specific logic which runs for calculation of the audit score. So if there is a redistribution of score being given, and if the redistribution logic has run for basis the auditor compliances chosen, if there is any revision of the total score, then that score also would be shown here. So to have more clarity for a user to know if there is a redistribution logic applied and if there is any score mentioned here, revised score, we are giving this column and the achieved score is mentioned in this. The total achieved score, the compliance percentage, audit rating are part of the summary. Now, if you would want to see the general group would have a same format, like or at the group level, the intent, checkpoint intent description and the checkpoint level information would be captured here. But in annexure, if you see, what would happen in the annexure is always a set of checkpoint which has to be verified at different sample. In the report which I'm showing has single format, single sample. If you have multiple sample, all the samples would be listed here. And the report, how it shows in the annexure text is it would be at the PI level, and all your the compliance input date, those information would be at a column level rather than on a row, and against which the information would be updated here. So if you see, these are the checkpoint description, what is the missing document details, income, these are the checkpoints, and the relevant information which has been captured under that will be mentioned in the columns. So there are two different formats which will be used for both general and annexure. This has been designed in such a way so that you can use this for multiple purpose, maybe a consolidation of this or running a pivot against this should be easy. So these formats are being used. So this is at the bulk audit report in the review audit module. So now let's come to report section of basic reports. So before that, let me check if there are any questions to be taken up. So Nilesh and Ravi, is there any questions for me to be taken up?
No, Ramya, so far, no questions.
Okay, thanks a lot, Nilesh. So I'll move ahead. So I'm coming to the next section under the report of bulk, basic report. This basic reports are mandatory available for all super admin and the reviewer role. And it has certain set of reports designed from Audit 360 point of view and at the audit type level, and are being available in the basic reports. The dashboard information would be more or less similar or something above what we have in the reports. So let me take you through the what are reports we have currently in basic reports. So there are multiple sections available, which is graphical reports. We have classified into a top 5, bottom 5 in different sections, and we also have few graphical. It also has reports which is at a row and column as well. So let me take you through under individual format. So I'll take the first as monthly top 5 issues. So what is monthly top 5 issues? For any specific month or a period, if you would want to see what is the top 5 issues which is been observed against any of the audit type, so the user can look at. So I'm choosing an audit type. If your audit type has any sub-audits, you can even select those and run against it. For now, let me run at a parent audit level. I'm choosing the date range, maybe a January to August 20, and I'll run it. So if you see if there, because we have only 4 issues in particular audit type, there's only 4, but you'll have a 5 issues would be reflected. So this top 5 issues would be basis the number of issues which has been identified across the said audit type been executed for a set period. So if you have, in this case, a mandatory document was observed twice. If in case the same issue has been seen against multiple auditees in multiple audits, basis that logic, the top 5 issues would be taken up. So I'm moving to the next report, which is bottom 5 issues. Bottom 5 issues are more or less the same, or which will be right opposite of the top 5. So this would also have the what are the issues which has been identified lesser times in the audit executed for said audit type. Let me choose the same date range. I'm choosing for August 20 and I'm submitting it. You see, these are the checkpoints. If you see, these are the checkpoints which has been least observed. So it is a right opposite of the top 5 issues, and we have been able to pick from the observations shared by the auditor during his execution. So next report is monthly top 5 adherence. So when you're looking at the top 5 issues where we see basis the issue, there would be certain checkpoints which would actually have a checkpoint which is never come for issue at all. So we would like to know if there are any such checkpoints, if this been properly been followed, has been adhered as per the process. So in those cases, you just choose the audit type. Well, you can choose for whichever period you would want to do, from January to maybe August 5th, I'll run. So these are the top 5 adherents. Their branch discipline was always followed. DSA engagement, fraud defect. So these are the checkpoints or the processes which are being adhered properly. So similar way, you can even look at which are those bottom adherents, which is similar like issues. Where are those issues which is coming up? So let me take up. I'm choosing the different, sorry, I'm choosing the same time range. This is bottom 5, which are those checkpoints which has been least adhered. The cash receipt is something which has been least adhered, and reconciliation, those issues are being least adhered. If you would want to look at the report at a different geography, so when there is a audit geography option, if you have not opted anything under this drop down, the information would be picked across all the auditees we are auditing. Otherwise, if you would want to have a filter at different geography, it can be filtered at a zone, region, city, state, country, and multiple options can be provided. So if you would choose a zone, these whatever zones are there part of your auditee master, those zones would be shown here. So before I move to our next graphical report, let me just see if there are any questions to be taken up.
Yes, Ramya. So there is one question which says basis of segregation of top or bottom issues.
Okay, I'll explain. What I understand, the question is they want to understand what is the segregation or the logic applied for top or bottom 5 issues. So with whatever once the audit has been executed by the auditor and has been finalized, basis the audit observation which has been tagged as issue, the number of issue which the same checkpoint or then the same issue which has been repeated multiple times are being considered at a top 5 issue. So if you have, for example, 10 checkpoints and out of which the 5 is always an issue, and out of those 5, which are those checkpoints which has been repeatedly been identified as issue would fall under the top 5 issue. And similarly, when there are 5 issue and if there are any of the issue which has been least identified. So if I have done some 10 audits, out of the 10 audits, which are those issue which has been least identified would be tagged under the bottom 5 issue. This is the logic being used for top 5 and bottom 5 issues.
Thank you, Ramya. Second question is, instead of 5, can we take 10 count?
In the basic report, what we have given, we have no selection or configurable to make this in a desired number. So we are, because this is geography, this is graphical, and we wanted to keep it to limited to a 5 numbers. But if in case there is a need as such, then we can look at or look as a change request. But for now, we have as a default feature, we have given as 5 as the number.
Okay. Third question is, we have answered, but in the interest of others, the question is this date range is reflecting audit period or audit finalization period?
Okay. In whatever reports I showed you now in the geographical report, which is monthly top 5, bottom 5, top 5 adherence and bottom 5 adherence, all this under this, whatever the date range we are selecting is basis the audit execution time. So whatever the audit day when the audit was executed, start and end date, or during that period, whatever has been executed, those dates are being considered. Review period is not considered in this geographical report. Having said that, the review period are part of different reports, which I'll show in further. Nilesh, any more queries?
No more questions.
Okay, so then I'm moving to the next section under the graphical report, the next tab. So the next report we have is pie chart based on audit status. This is a very simple report graph where you can just choose whichever audit type you have been using, and when you click, you can just see what is the status of the audit type you have been checking at the audit status level. It will show you how many number of in progress are there, how many are lapsed, how many are submitted, and how many are finalized. At the percentage level also it would show. If you would want to see this at a different, only for a specific audit type, like in, for example, in this audit type, I have 2 sub-audit, which is at annexure and a general audit. If I want to know for the general audit, the terminology of general audits is the name of the sub-audit which we have created. If I want to know what is the status at the particular sub-audit level, when I click here, I would also know that how many are being finalized and lapsed. So in, for example, when they were in progress of the audits, but those are actually completed, but the parent audit is not completed. So this report will give you the information of the status at the graphical level, and this can be downloaded in a PDF format. If you would want to use this for any presentation or to update it in any of the report, you can even download this format, and this will have only a graphical information and no relevant data would be shown in the system. So then I'll move back to the other reports. So next is auditee average and audit rating score. So this actually is a report which would talk about what is the average audit score at the auditee level being observed. So this would give you an information or a high site on the auditee level, how they are been performing. So let me choose any random audit type here. So I'm just choosing ACG. Then I choose the same first period of 6 months. Let me see from Jan to till date. Let me take. So how many of the reports? So if you see here, so there are two auditees for which we have done audit, which is JP Nagar and Sri Padmanabha. So between them, we are seeing that what is the performance of their score. They were the Sri Padmanabha was very low. There was 0 score, and then they moved to 1-2 score. Please don't go with the score being mentioned here, because the audit type what I've chosen is a very smaller one and has a audit total score at a lower number. But whatever the score you have here, you could see the graph being shown. So between the two audit type, the performance of the both the audits at this audit type can be reviewed here. And this also is a graph which can be downloaded into PDF. Only the graph will be downloaded in this report. Then I'm moving to a different report. So next report is like similar. We had the top 5 issues, but non top 5 adherence and all. We also have another graphical report which is called as top 5 auditees. So basis the performance of or the basis the achieved score being achieved by the auditee during the audit. So we can even know which are those auditee who have been at the top 5 or at a bottom level basis the performance. And this performance all are purely basis the audit 360 execution and the observation shared by the auditor. So if you see, I have two audits, which was JP Nagar and Sri Padmanabha, and the graph is shown at the rating level. So we had a rating called good and perfect. So basis the rating, this information are being shown to in this report. So similarly, as the top 5 auditee, we can also see bottom 5 auditees, and it will be right opposite to whatever we have been looking at, because the definition itself would be an opposite definition. See, there is the Sri Padmanabha, JP Nagar, and the other is which is come. So this is at the bottom level basis the score and the rating being achieved. We can see the report, and this also can be downloaded into PDF and which can be used for any reporting purpose. So this is on the bottom 5 auditees. Now next graphical report we have is region wise, group wise compliance. So at a region wise, you would want to know what is the compliance being observed. So yeah, I will just choose one of the audit. I'm just moving around with different audit type because I can show you relevant information, because this is a demo audit and we should have enough data. So I'm moving around with this. So if you see here, with a different audit process level, with different process level and the group level, you could see what is the performance. If, for example, in AML collection process, the process has been followed well, but there are actually one issue. So the performance of this particular group is good. But whereas in the disbursement process, we see there are more number of issues and identify the partial and no, and yes has been fine. The application form or the appraisal process, there was no issue. So at a group level, you could make out at the compliances, basis the compliance, the performance. So this graph will show you at a group. If your audit type has multiple groups, then you could see this. If you have a single group, only single group would be shown here. So this is at the region-wise group level compliance. Nilesh, any queries to be taken up?
No questions so far.
Okay, I'm moving ahead with the issue tracking reports. So these are mainly related with the audit observations and issues which has been tagged. So the first issue tracking report we have is a pie chart based on issue status. So this is similar like an audit status, but it is only at a issue status. We have, let me choose the same AML branch audit. So when you click on this, you would know that how many of the issues are being accepted, how many are being resolved, how many are the new issues, how many are being reopened. So the graphical data can be used. So this single graph can be downloaded and used further. So this report would give only a status level pie chart where for a particular audit type, you can know that where are we standing at the issue level. The next report under the issue tracking is detailed audit summary. So detailed audit summary is the row and column report, which doesn't have any graphical information. It is mainly a dump, which we can call. All your data can be consolidated and shared. So in this report, if you see, you have a review period. So you can even choose for which review period you would want to pull out this information. So if you are scheduling the audit, we give a review period. So if there are review period given, you can even choose for the review period and pull out this information. And this review period would work only if you have already provided a review period during the audit schedule. For now, I'm just going with the same date range. So I've chosen till date and I'm submitting. So if you see, there is a small table which comes here, which gives a summary. The detailed report with audit summary is a report which gives a consolidated observation of against all the checkpoints, irrespective if it is an issue or not. So what we are doing is we are consolidating all the audits which has been executed at an audit type level in irrespective of whatever issues it has been, and to give a dump to the user for multiple purpose. So this data can be downloaded in a CSV format. When you click on this data, when just will open this report. This report is mainly a row and column, which I told you. This will have all the information relevant to the execution you have done, starting from the auditee name. And if you have a samples which is being checked, which is your PI, all that will be listed in a sub-auditee name, the checkpoint intent, description, the compliance, wherever if it is in verify, the compliance which is chosen by the auditor, what is the disposition given, if there is an input value, if the particular checkpoint has an input, those also will be shown, the score, the risk which is being tagged at a checkpoint level, and what is the current issue status. So as and when I generate, the current issue status also would be shown here, and it also gives us a column which states whether it is an issue or not. So if I would want to do a filter or anything, I will be able to make out, because we have this positive conformity as part of the checkpoint. So this issue tagging would give us more information to know whether this particular check observation is an issue or not. If there are any remarks which has been given by the auditor remarks will be updated here based against the checkpoint where the remarks has been given. What was the submission of this particular audit? Then at the geographical level, we are giving some of the information. And if you have a review period, even those review period would be updated here. So this is audit summary report, which is a consolidated report. Now let me show you how does the next report is on the detailed audit report, which is audit issue summary. So this report is as similar as audit summary, but it gives us the consolidation of only issues. So I may come here, I can choose the same audit, and I'm going with the same date range. So here, if you see whatever the observation, what we have received here will all be only at a issue level. So only issues would be listed here, and you can even download this report, which has a similar format, the same CSV format. I'm just opening the report. So if you see at the issue level, so all this information which is relevant at the checkpoint level, all this information are there, and this has only issues which are tagged as yes, and the remarks can be seen here. This is auditee comment, even because the issues are actually going to the auditee, and they would also respond when, as and when they resolve the issue and all that. Those comments also we are capturing in the auditee comment. If there are any remarks from the auditor, will be updated in this column. And then the geographical details and review audit module is there. If you could see, even the issue status are also been updated. The current issue status would come. So this checkpoint has been, this issue has been resolved, these are closed, it is still in progress. All this clarity would be used. So this report is mainly for a dump of a report. You would want to do a further analysis and see more analysis on this, and this would be useful. Then I come to the next basic report. Next basic report is list of issue with status. So list of issue with status are actually mainly used for only issues, and you could have a summary to know where what exactly is happening at the issue level. So let me take the one of the audit type, and you can give a date range. In this I'm taking for the August. If you see here, there is a summary which comes, the multiple summary. The first summary would talk about which month of the data we are looking at, how many issues were identified, which the out of this issue, whether it is a new issue or a repeat or recurring. So let me explain you what is new, repeat and recurring. So any audit, when we execute the audit at the audit type level, so if we have identified an issue which has come for the first time in the execution, then we tag this as the new. And when the further audits are happening, and if the say out of these issues which we have identified, if there are some of the issues which is being identified in the next audit also for the same auditee. For example, I would be doing audit for an Evershine Nagar. I have done the audit in the month of June, and I have identified 2 issues. So in my next monthly schedule, I have executed same Evershine Nagar on the month of July, and I've identified 1 issue. So the 1 issue which I've identified was already an issue identified in the previous execution. Then it becomes a repeat issue. So this report will give me tagging whether the particular, how many such repeat issues are there. So basis the whatever audits we have executed for the same auditee. So here we have only one auditee, so you could see only one entry here. So if you have multiple, the multiple entries would be shown here, and this will be at a month level. And then we have a recurring issues. Recurring issues are nothing but if same set of issue has been repeatedly observed in one or more audits executed in the coming means in the concurrent audit. Like in the same example, I have done audit in the month of June, I have done audit in July, and again August. In all the 3 audits, I have identified the same issue which has been identified, then it becomes a recurring. So anything which is identified more than 2 times would be tagged as a, consequently will be tagged as a recurring issue. So repeat is being seen once, one occurrence, and we call it as repeat. If it is a multiple occurrence continuously, it would be tagged as recurring issue. And then we have one more status which is called as long pending. So long pending is nothing but how many issues out of whatever issues we have identified, how many issues are pending for very long. So I have been identified an issue in month of January, but still now it has not been resolved. So that becomes a long pending issue in which gets summary gets tagged. So this first summary would talk only the numbers, and then you have a geographical details. The next summary what we have here would give us the status of what is happening with the issue we have been identified. So if you have a issue which has been identified, how many of which are been at open, closed, on a resolved state, those would be identified in this summary. And then the issue level, if you would want to know what is the status of what is the details at a checkpoint level issues, which a checkpoint it is, what is the description, what is the disposition, and those information is required, then you would have a issue list details also provided. This report is also downloadable into Excel. The summary would also be part of this report. So now let me go to the other report. Sorry, I came to a different page. So now in the basic report, we saw a list of issue with status. So similarly with issues, we have two more reports. One is aging of issue. So you would want to know what is the aging of an open issue available. So you can have a look at these issues. So let me choose one of the report, and I'm taking, and for safer side, I'm taking 6 months because we don't know exactly when this was executed. So here, if you see, it will also have a similar summary and a issue details being mentioned here. The summary would talk about whether the issue what is being pending is at open, which is yet to be due, or it is due or not. So you would have a first summary would talk about the number, which says that how many are open and due. So which means that it has crossed the due date, and how many such issues which are open but not due, in sense there is a TAT which is still there where it is not crossed the TAT date. So if I have a issue which is all issues were supposed to get closed by 25th of August and I have crossed the due date as I'm on 31st of August, then it becomes due, actually open and due. Issues which are being still within the due TAT would become a not due. So within this, whatever not due is there, overdue issue, we can even know how many are there within the range of within 7 days, and post it has been crossed, how many are there within 7 days or 7 to 21 days. So that range we have given. This is a standard report we have given, where on a normal format of weekly to weekly we can mention here. So which has within 7 to 21, then 22 to 28, and then more than a one. You can even have a details at a issue detail, which would have information like checkpoint intent, description, compliance, and all those. So this also has a tagging of whether is the issue is due or not. So these are the information which is available in this report. So then the next report we have under the basic report of the issues is issue status with issue type. So if you have any audit type, just a minute. So let me take branch audit and I take the same range of this. So this would give me a graphical information at a issue which says that how many of issue are being resolved, closed, or which are in progress. What is the issue type, whether it is a new issue or so whatever issue we have identified is a new issue. If you have a different repeat or recurring, you could see that. Let me just try pulling out some other audit type for the same date range. I have same thing. So here, if you had a classification of whether it's a repeat and recurring, that graph also would be shown here. And then the download PDF also is available. So you have these statuses at the pie chart level at a issue status and the issue type for reference. So this is on the one of this report. Then the last report in the report module is audit rating count. So this would just give you at the current month, anything is there just for you to know what is happening this month and how many issues have been identified. We can have a look of this. Let me choose ACG audit, sorry. So there is no ongoing audits, but there are repeat issue, 2 issues which has been identified. So you just a number reference if when someone want to know what are, if there is any ongoing, how many issues, how many audits are happening, and how many are issues which has been repeat issue. So only those information we are showing here. This is just to give a, for example, for an audit head would want to know that what is the number of ongoing audits are there, and if is more concerned on than a new issue, the repeat issue. So we have given this information. So these are all part of the report, but all this has the combination and the much more information as part of dashboard. We have brought in lot of geographical information and analytics into dashboard, which can be more useful. If you would want to go at a specific audit type level or a specific data to be reviewed, the reports module can be used. So this is on the bulk report. So before I move to our next section, let me just see if there are any questions to be taken up. Nilesh and Ravi, is there any questions to be taken up?
No, as of now, no questions.
Thanks, Nilesh. So let me just move to the next section. Next section is a premium feature of advanced report. What is advanced report? Advanced report is a premium feature which we have built in. Like the reason why we bought this premium feature into Audit 360 is, though we have given a bulk basic report, though we have a bulk report, even we have on the dashboards which gives you multiple graphical information or analytics, there would be specific report formats which would be used across in the industry or in the client wise, where they would want, as a practice, they would want to use the same format. So to incorporate such reports and help our user to get their own report formats into the system, we have introduced the advanced report. We can call, in other terms, the advanced report is mainly a custom report, where the any format, whatever the format you share with us, the as it is format, including the font, color, and the business logic, what you have applied inside that report, would be adopted from Audit 360, and the same results will be shown to you. So just to give us a demonstration, I have introduced a very sample report to show how this advanced report would work. And kindly note, this is a premium feature. So this can be opted by purchase of this feature. So just to demonstrate how this advanced report would look, we have taken a sample report. So let me just take that sample report. So if you see, this is a sample report we have used for demonstrating it. So this is in Excel. We have a brand summary report, scorecard, then the checklist wise. So what I'm doing is, what I've requested here is, I don't want to see the report the way I have seen in the bulk report, but I wanted to see the report in my own format, where a group level checkpoints are listed against the compliance input or score being shown. And even at a group level, I would want to see the score. So this is a format which I am willing to look at in the advanced report. So I have given this report to our report specialist to get this incorporated. Let us see how this report will look from the advanced report. Let me come to the same demo section. So if you see in the reports, we will introduce this premium feature under the report section, advanced report. The advanced report landing page would be same for whatever reports you take. So I'll just show you how we can pull out this report. There will be a template name given, and I choose the audit type. Taking branch audit. We have to give a cluster. Just a minute. That's Bangalore South. JP Nagar main. You have to give a schedule ID, because the report what we are generating is at a particular schedule. So the schedule ID is important. So I am taking 4684. So let me take any report, and I'm choosing a random date here. Download report. So I've generating the report here. So if you see, this is a report which is generated by the advanced report section in the premium feature. we have used the same format which been shared to the report specialist, and you could see the report has a summary of the information. It has also has a scorecard where the scoring will be captured, and the checklist, if you see, this is whatever observation the auditor has done, it has been provided in this format. So what is the beauty of this advanced report is, one, we adopt the same format including font and the color as part of the report. We can have this report created for any client if the base data has to be part of Audit 360, and any logic, there is no restriction that we need to have a specific format or anything. So we can adopt any format, and we can even have any formulas or a logic behind it, irrespective it is a score or the rating or a compliance. For example, you would want to have your own rating which has to be created and give you an output in this report. So those logic, whatever logic you would want to incorporate, that also can be incorporated. The logic has to be an Excel formula logic, which can be just as part of this report, which can be incorporated. Nothing on the workflow of Audit 360 will be hampered, but the base data has to be from the Audit 360. So what I mean by the base data is all your checkpoints, compliance, the observations, those information has to come from Audit 360. For now, we are not, as a first phase in the advanced report, now we are not worked on getting the outside the Audit 360 information to be part of this report, but still we are working on it. If there is a need for any of the client to have the additional information which is outside the system information to be incorporated and make a report, we can do that. But for current feature, we have built it with the data available with Audit 360. So this is a feature which can be purchased basis your need, and whatever the formats you would want to opt, you can give us the requirement and we will try to help you out here. So this is on the advanced report. Nilesh, is there any queries?
No.
On the reports part, I've done my demonstration, and on the reports part, I've covered most of the information. So if there are any queries, we are happy to take. So we'll just wait for a couple of minutes to see if there are any queries coming in. So if anyone is interested in the premium feature of advanced report, you can get in touch with your relationship managers and you can discuss on this requirement. I think there are no questions. Then I think we are good with the time. We have even caught up with the time. We have not overshooted our time. So our report, I hope the report webinar was useful to you all. I would like you all to explore and check all the modules and see how useful it would be for you all. So in the next week, we'll catch you up with the new topic or with some other information on the webinar. So thank you all. So kindly request you all to please give feedback on the webinar so that we can improve ourselves and also bring in more and more information in front of you. And if you're interested in any of the modules, please do let us know and also share feedback to us. All the sessions will be downloaded will be updated in our YouTube channel. If you would want to have any reference in future, please you may visit our YouTube channel and have an access to this. So thank you all. If you'll just wait for a couple of minutes, if there is anyone who would want to share your questions, you can. Otherwise, we'll wind up.
No questions, Ramya.
Okay, thank you all. Hope
Thank
you all
you
are
very
calm
much.
and safe. Take care. Bye.